me tell you something, son. A driver don't pick the cars. Cars pick the driver. It's a mystical bond between man and machine. We're under attack!
Shoot! You have to get the car. Trust me. It's a robot. You know, like a super advanced robot. It's probably Japanese.
Bring it!
This isn't my war.
I fear it soon will be.
Time to lay down some whooping.
Tron wants what's in my mind.
What you're about to see is top secret.
Stop, you don't hide, you run.
I'm not gonna go without you.
You want to talk about Transformers 3?
Shia LaBeouf, how are you?
Nice to see you.
You have soft
America,
hands.
look how cordial. Look how friendly we are.
What can I tell you about Transformers 3?
I think 3 will just be darker. Something crazy will happen. I think the first movie you had, you know, the war was on our turf. Second movie is more of an international thing. I think next time it's more of an intergalactic thing.
Forward, coming down nicely, 200 feet.
And darker. Somebody's got to die.
He's doing a third? He didn't say that. No, Mike. No, he did not say that. No, Michael Bay did not say we're doing a third movie. No, he did not say that because he's so nervous. Yeah, she's trying to set me up.
Moving, please.
Megan Fox has been dumped. Fox will not be a part of Transformers 3.
But Megan and Michael didn't always see eye to eye.
But her slew of slams against Transformers director Michael Bay is referring to him as Hitler and Napoleon.
Did she jump or was she pushed?
Fox's reps tell People.com it was her decision not to return.
Well, Megan says it was her decision to leave the franchise.
She wishes the franchise the best.
Shia LaBeouf talks Megan Fox's replacement.
Director Michael Bay knew Rosie was right when he called the shots on a Victoria's Secret spot.
Gorgeous British model Rosie Huntington-Whiteley has now been brought in to play the leading lady in the third movie.
A real action girl. I love to be physical.
Oh, she's got some raw talent here, and she's brand new.
She's good. She's really good, actually.
I'm accumulating bruises, scratches, strains, sprains by the minute.
To the planet.
Well, he said, I love Megan and I miss the girl, but that his character Sam and hers Michaela had become one character.
I think what we were lacking in the second movie was heart. Did he chase you? Did you pursue him?
I think he chased me.
He went after you.
Be fine. I promise.
Mark Stonis in Chicago on the set of Transformers 3 action. But I think with the addition of Rosie and new characters, you still have the magic of the first film, but you have the depth and the ending of the third.
Patrick Dempsey, bloodied and beaten.
Had a rough morning. Rough.
It's epic. I mean, this is the biggest movie I've ever been on in my life.
This is,
and I'm having so much fun.
I got some ideas. Transformers 3, it can't get bigger. We've got to figure out a way to go sideways.
Here they go. Whoa!
Revenge of the Fallen was the #2 film of last year behind Avatar.
So how do you follow up one of the most successful film franchises of all time?
Transformers 3 battle to the streets of Russia, Washington, Los Angeles, China, and yes, right here in Chicago.
And action, guys. It happens in a city. It's more accessible. We recognize stuff. You know, it's not in a desert.
We have to talk about your new addiction.
What's that?
Running.
I'm getting ready. You know, Transformers is gonna be a heavy load, and
I may have gotten a little too close to the Transformers action.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
Transformers fans are about to receive a shock.
A director admitting his movie wasn't perfect. We never thought we'd see the day.
Director Michael Bay has recently admitted that the last installment of the Transformers franchise may have deserved some of the negative feedback it received. But rather than dwell on it, he's ready to move on.
And while it was clearly very popular, it seems many critics and fans were a little disappointed.
I think it takes a while to get it right.
And it seems Michael's taken it on board, saying in a recent interview that he'll take some of the criticism, adding that it was very hard to put the sequel together that quickly after the writers' strike.
Okay, second one, we had a tough go because we had a writer's strike, and it was a very, very tough thing to make a movie under those circumstances.
Fans need not fear, because it'll have a better story.
And one of the meetings we had was, what did we do in the first two films? I don't want to do that again.
So what I'm doing is I'm having Hasbro send me tons of lore and stuff like that. There's things that we can draw from. And I've just got to let it simmer. Definitely more has to be made of Bumblebee in the third one. That's a definite. Because it's a relationship you want to explore more.
Less dorky comedy, as Michael puts it.
There is going to be comedy, but they really want us to make sure that we understand that this is definitely a much more serious movie.
We're definitely going to get more into the robot characters. Could go darker.
The director confirmed that fan favorite Shockwave will be added to the lineup as a featured villain.
And characters who have died previously will actually stay dead this time.
And that's where I think T3 might potentially go, where things are more undercover, not as exposed. Definitely has to be more emotional, and it's not going to be just about action, action, action.
In just seconds, 7 major explosions all up and down Michigan Avenue.
this is the biggest movie we've ever tried to make.
Yeah.
We want to make the best action movie ever made, you know, and that's what I'm showing up to do.
Michael safely gets his shot, and he tells me it's plot, not pyrotechnics, that sets this Transformers apart.
The story, I think, is really rich. The characters, it's fun, and this is kind of a good old-fashioned kind of espionage Transformers.
Can you give some insider scoop on Transformers?
No. Michael Bay would have my head.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Helicopters overhead, mass destruction everywhere. How do you add even more excitement to all of this?
Oh, yeah! There he is! We got the band back together. You're technically flying through the air. In the film, that will be you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
We're brave.
Well, we can't hurt the pretty faces.
Those pretty faces will be in 3D.
Oh, and it'll be in 3D too.
The film will be shot in 3D, despite the fact that Bay had previously hinted that it wouldn't be.
On this day of shooting, the biggest bang will be an explosion ripping through Michigan Avenue, which sends vehicles into the air.
This just in, we've just been handed earplugs.
Is there a day when you go on set for that movie where you're actually not seeing an explosion? Or
So for me, it was a blast.
I just told Mayor Daley that I'm sorry about messing up the city.
You're like, oh my God, he's really doing this? This is like, and it's a huge set piece.
Michael jokes, but the creative team behind this third Transformers does feel the pressure.
How do you outdo yourself when there's a third in the franchise?
It's the hard thing. You don't want to be stale, and you don't want to just feel like you're the same thing. We've got a great climax in this movie that will hopefully top the first two.
No signs of life or movement control.
Take photos and samples and get them safe home.
You cannot believe what we're seeing.
We just have I think, a better story. It's epic.
I just think it's a stronger movie, and I think we've learned from our mistakes. There's more storylines, there's more to play with, there's more to chew on.
It's kind of like Black Hawk Down with our small group of heroes.
You know, you told me you got to gain weight, you got to get strong. This is gonna be we're gonna go through it on this one. The goal is to make the best movie we can make. You know, that's the goal every time.
Yep.
Sometimes you get there, sometimes you don't, and everyone feels pretty strong with the script and a lot of confidence going in.
Neil, you are dark on the rock. Mission is a go.
We are not alone after all, are we?
No, sir. We are not alone.
We did not want this third one to suck. We worked extra hard.
You know, this is going to be the best Transformer we've ever made. This is our best Transformers by far.
This is the best Transformers movie we've made.